Welcome back, designers. Welcome to part number 4. So I'm building up my shapes. I have just taken the visibility off my photograph so I can really look at the shapes that I've started to create, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. When I take my photograph away, I'm also noticing that in some cases I've created a bit of a gap there, and that's because of the way that I've selected the ear. I kind of selected the ear shape away from the line, and that just happens sometimes. So if you want to shift that shape of the ear down to meet that pink head, you simply just have to go up, make sure the ear is selected, check that it's, yep, and then go to your move tool, and then you can hit your up arrow on your keyboard, and that whole shape, the ears will go up and down. So I'm going to just take it down by downing my arrow until it meets the pink area, and that makes me more happy. Okay, if ever you want to zoom in using the keyboard, go to Command and hit the plus sign. Okay, and that will help you zoom in. If you want to shift around your picture plane, hit the space bar and it turns your cursor into a little hand. Then you can press, hold, and move. Okay, so again, if you want to zoom in, it's Command plus sign or Command negative sign. Okay, zooms in and out. If you want to shift around the picture plane, simply hit the space bar, which turns your cursor into a hand. Then on your mouse, hold and press. That grabs the picture plane, and then you can move the picture plane around. So go ahead and just play with that right now, those two functions, because you will use them a lot. So after you finish playing with that, you might like to spend a bit of time refining these shapes and areas. Okay, for example, I don't really love the way that that back leg isn't quite the shape that I want, so I'm simply going to hit that leg, make sure it's right selected. Okay, I'm going to go to my paintbrush tool, I'm going to hit my color selector, I'm going to choose the color I want back, which is the dark blue. That's selected, hit OK. And then I'm going to change the width of my round brush, go down a bit because I want a bit more detail. If you want another shortcuts, if you guys really like shortcuts, you can also just hit the bracket button. Okay, the bracket button is the one that is just above your return button. You know that square bracket? The square bracket to the left and right make your brush tool automatically go up and down. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in by Command plus sign. I'm going to grab my screen, bring it across, Command plus, zooms in, bring it center, and I'm going to get rid of that little area in there. So I'm going to simply just tap my paintbrush tool in the area where I want it. Now you might wonder, why isn't the blue area going across that orange color? That's because the orange of my body is in front of that blue layer. If I take the visibility off my orange body, it's taking away that layer, you will see that there's blue underneath it because I've made blue underneath it. But it doesn't matter because if I just bring that body back, it's underneath it. That's the beauty of layers. Okay, let's zoom out, Command minus. Okay, and you also, I really want to sort of smooth out those areas there too. So whilst I'm here on this layer, I'm just going to use my paintbrush and I'm just going to just freehand it and smooth some areas out. And just make it how I want those edges to look. If I don't like it, I can always hit Command Z, and that can hit the back button and go back. Alright. Great. Similar little areas up here. I might go back and select the pink back leg. paintbrush tool, color selector, select my pink, okay, and then I'll fill in the pink. Remember, I can do this because I'm actually drawing right now on the pink layer only, so it's behind the orange. Alright, I'm just going to smooth out these shapes here just by freehanding it. Okay, I can see a little gap here in my orange, so I'll come over and I'll select the body. Again, color, drop that orange, select the paintbrush tool, just fill in that little bit there that I didn't like. I'm going to smooth off that edge by just free-forming it. Oh, I made a mistake, which is fine. Command Z brings it back, and I just do it again. Right. Fantastic. Alright, so I would keep doing that and really refining all of those shapes. And so that's a video for you of lots of little shortcuts that you might like to use. I'm going to keep on refining some shapes in here in the face. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take that away. I'm going to bring the picture back, and I'm simply just going to select more of the areas that I want to define. Okay, select what color I want it to be. Blue. Color it in with my paintbrush tool, but not before I select another layer. Okay. Control D deselects it. Bring back the horn. Now you'll notice that I just created a little eye, but you can't see it. And if you can't see an image that you've just created, that's because the layer is hidden underneath another one. So if I know that I want that layer, I'm going to label it I. If I can't see it, that's because I've got to drag it to the top of the layer pile. And there it is, it comes in. So if I drag that eye down, it's going to disappear. If I drag it right up to the top of the pile, it'll be on the top of the image. And I can keep on doing that, and I can create all types of shapes. Okay, just get rid of this and this. Bring back, yep. So I could even go in there and create a nose. If I want to get more detailed, I can even go in there and create some lines to create some wrinkles. Yeah, I can create some shadows underneath the back leg. I can do anything I like, which I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'll see you back in a moment.